Croatia hosting Poland. And unsurprisingly, a good crowd has come out to try and will the Croatian team on, because you'd certainly say out of the 4 teams that could qualify, it is Croatia who have it all to do. These are a look at the games. Croatia, Poland now, Netherlands, Lithuania a little later on, and Italy against Hungary, the last game on in Group J. Interact with us, hashtag FIBAWC, hashtag This Is My House. That's where you can reach us as we take a look at the standings in Group J. So Lithuania there out in front, 9-1. They've already qualified, but second, third is still up for grabs with Italy. And Poland currently occupying those spots, but Hungary and Croatia are still in the hunt in Group J. It's only the Netherlands who find themselves down in bottom spot in Group J, who are the only side who can mathematically no longer qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, it's not necessarily fair to slot all 4 teams together. Italy and Poland are firmly in control of the situation in the standings, 7-3 and 6-4 records respectively, followed by Hungary, who are 5-5, and Croatia coming into this one 4-6. So Poland would secure a spot in the World Cup with 2 wins. They know that if they win both of their games, then they are through. But the good news for Poland is that they could actually even qualify with 1 win or even no wins, depending what happens with other results. But either way, they will just want to put this to bed themselves. They know that victory over Croatia would pretty much see them home. But Croatia, on the other hand, they need 2 wins, but they also need Poland to lose to the Netherlands as well. And either Croatia win the tiebreaker against Poland or Hungary beating Italy. It will get rather complicated for Croatia, and certainly Poland in the driver's seat, looking to try and end their 52-year drought since they last visited a FIBA Basketball World Cup. That was in 1967, believe it or not. They will know that they are up against a very talented Croatia side here, and yes, they are missing a few of their big names. Bojan Bogdanovic, of course, not here, but they still have enough talent in this roster to cause Poland plenty of problems today, especially obviously in front of their home fans as well. Poland know that at least in a couple of days' time, when they play their final game in the group, they will have a home match against the Netherlands on Monday back in Gdansk. How they'd love just to seal victory here on the road against Croatia and pretty much see them through. So the teams have been introduced. We will now pause for the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Hymn Hrvatske.
national anthems always do a good job of getting everybody in the mood and spurring certainly this home side on over the next couple of hours. It's been a long old road, the qualifiers. Just a couple of days remaining until they're all concluded, and we know for sure exactly who will be heading to the World Cup when it gets underway. Our referees today, Panagiotis Anastopoulos of Greece, Oskars Lucic of Latvia, and Eles Gurion of Israel overseeing proceedings for us today. So just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. Teams will just finalise their warm-ups. Poland have done so well to bounce back from what was, as I said, a 52-year drought in the World Cup as we take a look at their roster. And, well, they'll be looking towards the likes of Mateusz Ponitka there, who has played all 10 games in qualifying. He's averaging 13.3 points, 4.6 rebounds a game as well. And also AJ Slaughter, they'll be delighted to have him fit and available because he's only played 4 qualifying games for Poland so far in the World Cup. He's averaged 16 points, mind you, and he's averaged 4.3 assists in all of those 4 as well. They go with Lamp, Aaron Sell, AJ Slaughter, Mateusz Ponitka and Adam Waczynski as their starting 5. Waczynski, another one that's had a good campaign, 13.3 points a game he's averaging, and Lamp as well. What a wonderful campaign he's had. This is only his 5th qualifying game, but averaging 15.8 points, 7 rebounds a game for the big man. So they'll be looking to try and get him to go to work on both ends of the floor. As for the home side, well, they are missing a few of their big names. Dario Saric, Bojan Bogdanovic, not here, unfortunately for them, but they still have the likes of Filip Kruslin, who's averaging 11.2 points a game. They'll be looking to try and get him going today. As we look at their starting 5, who avoid Peric, Marcinkovic, Kruslin, Miro Bilan. They'll be looking to him to go to work on the glass today. Bilan is averaging 5.8 rebounds a game so far in qualifying. And they've brought with them a pretty hefty crowd as well, have the Polish. They certainly know just how important a game this could turn out to be in their quest to reach the World Cup. Mike Taylor there, the ever-experienced coach of Poland, has been in charge since 2014 as the American. Led them to the round of 16 at the 2015 Eurobasket. Also the current head coach of the Hamburg Towers as well, combining both club basketball with international. Croatia with Drazen Andrulovic in charge of them. He's a very good player for Cibona. Actually won the EuroLeague back in 1986. And then named the Croatian national team head coach in April of last year, after Ivica Skelin and Croatia parted ways. So here we go then. It should be a cracker. And can Croatia keep their chances alive of reaching the World Cup in China when it gets underway on August the 31st later this year? We're off and running, and it is Croatia who control the tip and have the opening possession in this one. We go to work early on here. Good defense by the Polish, and AJ Slaughter, the man that can bring it away. Here's Lamp. Lamp throws it back outside. Sell thought about the rebound, instead throws it away. Pretty cheap turnover. He's going to have to try and go himself here. And Slaughter just about did enough in transition. Force a difficult shot. Now Slaughter up the other end of the court. And gets his hand to it, Miro Bilan. Extra pass out to the corner. The three from Filip Kruslin. And the first points belong to Croatia, and he can shoot the ball, this guy. Filip Kruslin averaging nearly 12 points a game in qualifying. Nice start for him. Always nice to get your first shot away, and especially when it's a three. Lamp. Good ball pass. I think they'll get away with this. No, they won't. Great hustle. Although he's unfortunately just thrown it out of bounds. He did well to dive on the loose ball. Martin Junikovic maybe got a little carried away. Tried just to pop it up to Hrvoje Pedic. Unfortunately, turns it over. Here's Lamp. Lamp, difficult shot. The step back two was no good. The rebound by Marcinkovic. Now Pedic. Moves it back outside, drives into the lane. Can't get it to go, but grabs the rebound. No, he doesn't. Poland will regain possession. There's AJ Slaughter. Born in the States, AJ Slaughter became a Polish citizen back in June of 2015. Comes from a basketball family. There's AJ Slaughter as he throws up the mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. His dad, Tony, played basketball for Murray State. His two sisters as well played college ball, both for Louisville. The ball behind him, but last touch was off. I think it was Lamp, so Croatia will keep it, still with 6 seconds left on the clock. It's a nice inbound pass, but great D. Looked as though it was going to be a pretty simple layup, but Poland forcing difficult shots early on here. It's just that one open three that Filip Kruslin knocked down. Spin his way to the hoop. Last touch off Filip Kruslin, I think, although he was fairly positive it should have been their ball, and certainly looking at that, I'm inclined to agree with him. Anyway, Poland have kept it. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Still looking for their first points of the game here. Nearly played 3 minutes. Another cheap turnover. They have not started well here, Poland. And now he goes coast to coast and throws it down one-handed. Filip Kruslin. And Croatia out to a 5-0 lead. Poland struggling early on. Maybe just a few nerves. They realise the enormity of the situation that they find themselves in. A chance to qualify for the World Cup for the first time in 52 years. And I think with that, you are going to get a few nerves just jingling around. 3 turnovers already for this Polish side. Here's AJ Slaughter, make that 4 turnovers now. Now the pass down the floor, the fast break is on for Croatia. Behind the back pass, now throws up the mid-range too. How about that from the Croatian side? Great team play from them. A little behind the back pass there after Filip Kruslin stole it. He's had a great start. But again, it is a cheap turnover. It was beautifully done, and eventually it was Marcinkovic knocking down the two. Poland just need to try and settle down here. 7-0. Croatia lead. We've played 3.5 minutes still. Poland looking for their first points. Slaughter. Difficult shot with the left hand. Can't get it. Offensive rebound though again. Trying to shoot over the defense. There's a real tempo and intensity about Croatia in the first few minutes here. Drives into the lane. Difficult shot. And he can't quite get to fall. Needs some help here. Actually gets it with AJ Slaughter. Slaughter again, steps back, shoots the two. Another one that they cannot get to go, but the foul is called on Bilan. And Poland will keep it. Croatia already with no more fouls to give in this first quarter. Slaughter inbounds. That's a nice pass. Open look at a three. Well, that was a good chance to try and get themselves going. Be a backcourt came off Poland hands, so they will keep it. Croatia still with plenty of time here. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll be happy with the way that his side have started. Drazen Anzulovic got injured as a player, Anzulovic, so his coaching career possibly started a lot sooner than he would have liked. What a pass that was, and another easy two. And Croatia right now are playing like the Globetrotters. They've gone out to a 9-0 lead. Nearly 5 minutes played without a bucket for Poland as the three-point shot goes up. No good. Offensive rebound. Now the little teardrop. Another one. Cannot just get anything to fall here, Poland. Decides to throw the three instead, and that'll go behind and out of bounds. But over 5 minutes without a bucket here. Not the start that you want. Doesn't exactly inspire confidence, does it? Coming out of the blocks. So Darko Planinic comes onto the floor for Croatia. Plenty of experience there. He was at Eurobasket a couple of years ago for them. Drive, great defense again though from Croatia. Nearly went out of bounds, but did well to save it. Now Katic. Here is the big man, Darko Planinic. This is where he's so dangerous. Can't get it. Grabs his own rebound, Planinic, and is fouled. And the foul goes on Hachaniuk. So another 14 seconds for Croatia. Well, no one closing him down, so why not just shoot the open three? And one man you can't allow to do that is Filip Kruslin, who already has 8 of the Croatia's 12 points. Kruslin just realised that everyone had backed off him, allowed in that uncontested three, made them punish, and this awful start from Poland goes on. They already find themselves 12 down as Poland call timeout.
Listen, first thing, defensively, we're too soft on pick and roll coverage. Guards, you got to get into the ball, impact the ball. Second thing, you got to execute on offense. Hard cut, solid screens, and finish to the rim through contact. Right now, 3 down. AJ, dribble over to 45. Beast, Sako, Mateus, Aaron. Sako Spacing on the backside. Finish to the rim. Finish to the rim. They have 4 fouls. Attack. Get out in transition.
Well, understandably, Mike Taylor not happy with what he's seen from his side so far in the opening 6 minutes that we've played out on court. Croatia leading 12-0. Poland still looking for their first bucket. They are defending so well right now, though, Croatia. Slaughter shooting the 3 from miles out, realised that the shot clock was counting down. Another one that doesn't fall, another miss. Planinic, Kruslin steps back, shoots another 3. Filip Kruslin, no good, massive offensive rebound, and at the second time of asking, puts it back. And Domagoj Vukovic is off and running, and the lead continues to grow. 14-0. Attacks, drives again. The shot's not even close to falling right now for Poland. And now the fast break goes coast to coast, no good. And now maybe Poland can finally get off and running, and they do. First points of the game go to Mateusz Ponitka. It's only taken them just over 7 minutes. And Planinic, cheap turnover, and then the foul is called on him. Players that Croatia are missing that they can then call upon if they do indeed reach the World Cup, which at the moment is looking unlikely, but you never know. Yeah, the likes of Bogdanovic and Saric and Ante Zizic, Zubac as well of the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Mustapic. Now Kruslin. Kruslin throws it back outside. Another open look. They really need to try and protect that perimeter a little bit better, Poland. Ruzecki. Ruzecki turns. A big rebound from Tony Katic this time. Katic deciding to go coast to coast, and Tony Katic, the rebound one end, and a couple of seconds later makes his first points of the game. We're into the final couple of minutes of this opening quarter. Kozarek. Good normally with ball in hands. Kozarek. both from the line. Just need to try and finish strongly here. Poland, yes, they've been poor for the majority of this first quarter, but if they can just go on a little bit of a run and maybe just finish this quarter 5-6 points behind, something like that, then Croatia will be thinking, we really should have made more of Poland's misfiring at the start. Throws it back outside. He had the extra pass into the corner, goes himself, difficult finish with the left hand, and now Kozarek can bring it clear for the Poles. Now Lamp. Extra pass, now the three is on the way, and finally Lukas Kozarek knocks down one from the outside, and they're only 8 points back. Now goes on Gruzecki. Katic. Katic needs some help just to draw the foul. They still have a few more fouls to give here, Poland, so may as well use them. Tony Perkovic, difficult shot, doesn't get the roll either. And Lamp brings down the rebounds, his third already. Kozarek fresh off, knocking down that three. Foul is called on Tony Perkovic. Two. There's about 9 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Lamp did well there, prevented the ball getting into the big man. 3 seconds left on the clock. He's just got to try and shoot this instead. He passes it on and out, throws up an air ball. Wasn't the greatest possession from Croatia. We haven't really been able to say that too much in this opening quarter. They've used the ball well. I think maybe should have just shot it himself rather than making the pass, and they've got to be quick here. They've got 3 seconds or so. Kozarek tried to throw it into Lamp and turns it over, and that will be that for the opening quarter. And to be honest, considering it took Poland over 7 minutes to register their first bucket in that quarter, I don't think they'll be too disheartened to find themselves only 8 points down at the end of one. It's Croatia 16, Poland 8.
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
See how much Poland struggled with their shot. 1 for 11 from 2-point range, shooting at just 9%. Kozarek eventually knocked down one from the outside as well. 1 for 4 from three-point range, but on the whole, it was a pretty nervy and cagey opening quarter from this Polish side, and yeah, perhaps Croatia will feel a little bit deflated that they weren't able to make more of it. And yes, they lead by 8, but I'm sure they'll probably be thinking it maybe should have been more. Another reminder to make sure you download the Basketball World Cup app as well. I'm sure you've all got it by now. Help guide you through the final few days of qualifying, and also, of course, the lead up to the World Cup and the World Cup itself when it gets underway on the 31st of August. Finishes on the 15th of September. The dates for your diary later on this year. Will Croatia be there? Will Poland be there? Well, at the moment, we are unsure. Fouls can't quite make the 2, but we'll head to the line and shoot 2 instead. Them both. Junakovic. Lamp did well. And now the steal. Steal by Gruzecki. Poland already looking as though they're playing with slightly higher intensity here in the opening stage of this second quarter. As Lamp throws it outside, the open 3 is on the way. A little disappointed maybe that he didn't knock that down. Sokolski. So far goes on Darius Vika. To avoid Peric. Outside, the 3 from a little way out. Can't get it. Lamp with another rebound. 4th rebound of the day for Lamp. And they're very quickly down the other end. They've turned it over. And now the fast break is on for Croatia. It's 4 against 2 here. Throws it outside. They opt for the 3-point shot. And a little too much on it from Toni Perkovic. Bit of a let-off for Poland there. Nice pass out to the corner. Open 3. Too much on it. Should be an offensive rebound, which it is, from Lamp. Back into the capable hands of Gruzecki. Shot clock is down to 3. Fouled and 1. And Lamp has his first points of the game and will have the opportunity of a 3-point play. Do well, the big man there. Before the free throws, it's timeout Croatia.
Slušaj, nećemo gledat loptu, lopta se odbija u korner, ti gledaš loptu. Reagiraj na loptu, rekli smo idemo na loptu u pičku. Ajde. Jaki faul napravi, nema N2, pali ga po rukama njema. Ej, sve kontre završavamo sa šutom. Ajmo dubinu do zicera da...
Jedan Martin, 2 Kruška umjesto Perkija. 3 Pavle. Slušaj, Miro, idu sa prvog dodavanja na pomaganje. Gledaj to, probaj. Ej, dođi, kad si spustio loptu u korner, povrati pas, imamo šut. Okej? Ej, 4 za Perkija. 4 za Perkija. Ajmo.
Lamp at the line. He's in China at the moment is Martial Lamp for the Jilin Northeast Tigers. Spent quite a long time in China actually. 2016 he first went out there to join the Shenzhen Leopards. Was drafted in the NBA all the way back in 2003. Was Martial Lamp. And to 30th pick overall by the New York Knicks. Turned down to 3, thought he was going to shoot it there, looked like he had a relatively open look. Throws it up himself. Difficult shot, but good work. Puts it back. Miro Bilan. 4 points, 3 rebounds for the big man Lamp. What a pass from Lamp. Not just a big man. The guy can pass as well. And after a very slow start, Poland find themselves within just 3 now. That's a nice finish with the right hands. By Hrvoje Pedic, his first points of the game. Ponitka just deciding to shoot it, why not? Mateusz Ponitka up to 7, 3 for 6 from the field. Averaging 13.3 points a game in qualifying, and he gets Poland to within 2. Looking a lot more fluid on offense now are this Polish side. Good defense from Lamp on this occasion. He had it stolen, yes he has, and good pass as well. The D coming in, and oh, he's a little unlucky because, well, that is just not good enough from Filip Kruslin. He had 2 completely open looks at a layup there, and he's missed both, but all credit to the defense. Managing to get back, and well, you never know, do you? Get your opponent to just play the extra shot. But certainly someone of Filip Kruslin's caliber. Can't quite believe that he's missed it. So 4 minutes gone into the second quarter. You can see both teams really struggling. 30% from 2-point range for Croatia, 19% for Poland right about now. You'd expect both of those figures to improve as this game goes on, but neither of them will be happy with the way that they're shooting the ball. I'm sure the other teams in Group J will be watching this, certainly in the final game of the day between Italy and Hungary. Netherlands and Lithuania, unfortunately, the other game in this group. Netherlands cannot qualify, and Lithuania have already qualified, so no real danger of that. Italy know that they would secure a spot in the World Cup with a win in either of their 2 remaining games. So if they can just get that job done tonight, that'll certainly be the game plan. Don't have to worry then going into their final game on Monday. Such a poor inbound pass, but great awareness. Oh, how about that? This is my house, he says. Running back, gets the big block. Well, that is superb from Mateusz Ponika. And then they enhance it by knocking down the 3 down the other end of the floor. Great work on both ends for this Polish side, who are definitely growing into this game. Throws it out, take your time, sir, and knock down the 3, which he does. Mustapic with his first points. Struggling with his shot before that, was 0 of 4. Extra pass, the mid-range jumper. Ooh, in and out, big rebound now, grabs his own rebound, good work from Wacinski. Just look a little more on it, don't they? Now this Polish side, extra pass into the corner, Kluslin turns down the 3, throws it out, good ball movement this from Croatia, another 3. And Mustapic with back-to-back 3s. Great team play from Croatia, moving the ball nicely. This was the big block from Ponika. That's a good pass. Lamped it well, actually, just to get back in time. The shot clock's down to 3. Kluslin charges in, draws the foul. And we'll head to the line and shoot 2. Kluslin about just over 75% from the foul line. A couple of minutes for Mustapic, knocking down consecutive 3s, and both of them, because of the wonderful ball movement from Croatia, completely uncontested, and Poland have called timeout.
Okay, look. Here's what we got. We're gonna come up the floor. We're gonna run C. Beast, Adam, AJ. Okay? Socko and Aaron in the corner. So we run C in transition right now. Reverse 15. Don't play with the ball up top. You got to attack. Now look, guards, impact the ball, pick and roll, and on the weak side, listen, position discipline. We're getting pulled too far in, and then we're trying to recover. Position discipline. Defend the 3-point line on the weak side and pick and roll. Now look, make a run right now. Make a run. Here we go. Let's go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, guys. Together.
Well, that was a 3 from AJ Slaughter just a couple of seconds after that big block down the other end of the floor from Ponika. So Kluslin at the line. 9 points for Filip Kruslin, 3 rebounds. It's AJ Slaughter. Slaughter again, nice pass back outside. The 3 is on the way, too much on it. Offensive rebound though. So the coach over there is taking a bit of a tumble. He's okay. 3 seconds left on the clock. Someone's got to get it up, which he does. Difficult shot though, trying to shoot over the defense. And a little too zealous in trying to win the rebound there, Hervoj Peric. And commits the foul. The lead is back up to 7. Croatia have done well just to turn it back on again, as Poland certainly reached within 1 earlier on in this quarter. There's Katic. Katic, nice pass, is an easy 2 for Darko Planinic. Slaughter. Slaughter again, trying to shake and bake his way through. Slaughter with the teardrop, just came up short. Good rebound from Vukovic. Now Planinic, beautiful pass across the floor for Kruslin, who knocks down another 3. Well, this is how the game started today, with Kruslin knocking down a 3 from that corner. And he's found another. Kruslin up to 13. 4 for 9 from the field. It's a good bounce pass. A little too heavy-handed with the finish from Adam Hrčaniuk. The lead is back up to double digits now for Croatia. Nice feint. Comes up way short, but Planinic just about did enough to keep possession for Croatia. Now the fast break is on for Poland down the other end of the floor. And the foul goes on Kruslin, who doesn't look too happy with the call. He'll head to the line and shoot 2. Katic going himself and does well, draws the foul, will head to the stripe. It's only his 3rd game that he's played in qualifying, Toni Katic. Plays his basketball in Croatia instead of Vita. In the Croatian League, 3 consecutive years, 2016, 17 and 18. Dominant force in Croatian basketball right about now. We've got just over a minute to go in this first half. The lead is 10. drives, and we'll head again to the line. The foul goes on Domagoj Vukovic. Mustapic. Tony Katic. Katic throws up the mid-range too. Good rebound because he had Planinic right behind him. Did Sokolovski. Drazen Handzulovic called on the technical foul. He's still protesting that decision, I think. It's a little careless, though. So they knock down the free throw and get possession back to Poland. Here is Slaughter, steps back, shoots the three, makes the three. And that technical foul has cost his side 4 points. Drazen Handzulovic. As Waczynski made the free throw, Slaughter makes the three in the next possession. And Croatia have now called a timeout.
Slušaj me. Kruška. Igramo šaku za Krušku do čiste situacije. Vuče. Zadnji blok, middle line. Ej, da ima mjesta. Daka, tu s loptom, pas da ti ne izbiju loptu iza leđa. Kruška, ako je finta, šuta, prodor, očisti. Oni su u bonusu. Moramo ovo izaći na ruku Slaughter. Ne može ni jedan šut agresivno iskoči, a ti ga napadnu. Okej? Na ovu stranu. Tu, di smo rekli, tu. Ajmo. Ajmo.
So Croatia leading by 4. We've got 40 seconds left of this first half. Here is Vukovic. Well, he does well in the end. Vukovic, he realised that he didn't have anywhere to go, so he just plays it off the Polish player. Croatia will keep it. Here goes Tony Katic. Katic, nice pass. Good defense though by Poland. And the last possession of this second quarter can belong to Poland. They can get it back to a one-possession game. And they've been nowhere near their best here, Poland, but I think they'll be quietly satisfied that they are still as close to Croatia as they are. Sokolovski. That's a little bit careless. Offensive foul, turns it over, so they've got about 4 seconds or so now, Croatia. 5.8 seconds, sorry, to advance this down the floor. Tony Katic is going to go himself. Katic, difficult shot, can't get it, and there goes the buzzer. Well, it's been possibly not the highest standard from either side in this first half. Both sides certainly struggling with their shot. But it is a close one. I think both sides realise just how much is possibly at stake in this game as they both look to try and secure a spot at the World Cup. But at half-time, it is Croatia who lead Poland 36 points to 32. Well, you can see from the stats just how much both sides are struggling with their shots. Certainly from two-point range, 28% for Croatia, just 24% for Poland. Three-point percentages aren't bad. Poland with 6 more rebounds. 8 steals, though, for Croatia as well. And the turnovers, that is one thing Poland will not be happy about. 10 turnovers compared to just 4 for Croatia, so they're giving the ball away far too easily, allowing Croatia a lot of easy possessions. So, at half-time, it is Croatia who lead by 4. The game very much still in the balance. Here are the highlights from the first half. Make sure you're back with us in around 10 minutes' time when the second half will get started. So welcome back everybody to the Arena Varazdin here in Croatia. It is the penultimate games for Croatia and Poland in the FIBA World Cup qualifying campaign. It has been months and months of hard graft and hard toil to try and book their spots when the World Cup gets underway later this year on the 31st of August. But certainly in this group, there's still plenty to play for, plenty up for grabs. So far, Lithuania, the only side who have guaranteed themselves a spot at the World Cup. But the remaining two places will be determined by 4 teams. The Netherlands, the only team in the group who cannot qualify. They are 3 and 7. Right now it is very much in Italy and Poland's hands, however. Italy in second spot, 7 and 3. Poland in third, 6 and 4. Hungary in fourth, 5 and 5. Croatia in fifth, 4 and 6. So for Italy, it's simple. They know that they simply just have to win one of their next 2 matches to guarantee themselves a spot. And for Poland, a bit like Italy, they could in fact even lose both of their games and still qualify, depending on other results. But Poland will know pretty much that a win here today would see them go pretty close to booking their spot. The other couple of games in this group aren't until later on. They tip off in about 2 hours' time. And it is Croatia who lead by 4, 36 points to 32. It was a slow start, especially in the first quarter for Poland. It took them over 7 minutes to register their first points. They certainly played a lot better in that second quarter. What Poland will come out to start off the third. It's Croatia who will have the opening possession. And they've immediately turned it over. AJ Slaughter. And Lamp has looked good for Poland. 3 points, 5 rebounds, or 5 points, 5 rebounds, I should say now. So back to just a 1-possession game. The lead for Croatia has been as big as 14 today as Kruslin lines up the long 2. Lamp now with the rebound down the other end of the court. Slaughter now the completely open 3, and Poland for the first time today have the lead, and Adam Waczynski knocking it down. He's up to 7, and Poland lead. It's been a quick fire start in this third quarter for the visiting side. And yeah, for the first time in the game, they find themselves in the lead. Well, I've got no doubt that a few words were said by Mike Taylor at the half-time break. I don't think he would have been too satisfied with his side's performance. Certainly both sides struggling desperately from 2-point range. Croatia at the moment shooting the 2 at 29%, and Poland at 27%. So there's no doubt that both of these sides will want those stats to improve as the game goes on. The 3-point shot, however, not bad at all from either side. 45% for Croatia and 41 for Poland. So the 3 working better than the 2 right about now. Slaughter tries to ping one in to Lamp. So later on today, the Netherlands host Lithuania. As I said, that's a bit of a dead rubber in the sense that the Netherlands cannot qualify for the World Cup, and Lithuania have already qualified. As Peretz drives, and nice finish with the right hand. But a big game in Italy, because Italy taking on Hungary, and both of those sides can, in theory, still qualify for the World Cup. Italy know that a win against Hungary, though, will be enough. Lamp, nice pass from him. And that is going to count. Ponitka with another bucket. Ponitka up to 11. Lamp with his second assist. He's had a good all-round game so far today as Lamp, 5.6 rebounds, 2 assists. Creeps the 2-point percentage into the 30 percentile for both of these two. Difficult shot up against Lamp. He grabs the rebounds. Now AJ Slaughter. Nice pass, and Lamp again underneath, puts away a very simple two. It's been a great start to the third quarter for him. He's up to 7 rebounds as well. Milinkovic tries to use the glass. Last touch was off Croatia, so Poland will keep it. And they look to try and extend this lead. Give themselves a bit of breathing space. Apologies, last touch actually came off AJ Slaughter, so Croatia will keep it. Foul goes on Lamp. That's a nice pass, and Filip Kristinen shot the three well. Can't make that one though, and Ponitka brings down the rebounds. Slaughter, great pass across the floor, and the three is knocked down. Adam Baczynski with another three in this quarter. Great pass to him from Slaughter, and Baczynski is up to 10 points personal now. And Poland have a 4-point lead as Croatia call timeout.
Prestali smo obranu igrati, zabili su nam 12 poena bez jednog faula. Nemamo agresivnosti. Slušaj, u napadu je. Kruška, onaj prvi šut, ovaj vrhunski šut. Prvi šut, skočija ti je već. Daj mu dubinu, nemoj step back shot. Daj mu dubinu da ih uvedemo u bonus. Okej? Slušaj, prvi napad. Odigrajmo. Šaku do kraja. Okej? Spusti loptu i onda za Kruleta trostruki. Ako preuzmu zadnji blok, Pera ubaci se unutra. Okej? Ajde! Obrano, Pera ovo post, kako branimo faul. Sa Perom i sve. Ljudi, dobri, ajde, davaj.
Poland off to a bit of a flyer in this third quarter, 12 points to 4. They've outscored Croatia in the opening 4 minutes or so here. To avoid Peric, this will be a long two if it goes, comes up short. And good work on the glass from Darko Planinic. Avoid Peric. This is now a three-point attempt. Well, he couldn't knock down the long two previously, but he makes the three with his next shot. Avoid Peric up to 7. 3 for 4 from the field for him so far today. Ponitka. Again, good pass. Peric did well on the defensive end, but somehow he's managed to grab the rebound whilst on the floor. hustle from Poland. Poland with no more fouls to give in this third quarter already. As Slaughter can't knock down the three. Planinic with the rebounds. Tony Katic. Three assists, 2 rebounds for Tony Katic so far. Peric, nice pass over the back. That's exactly where you want Darko Planinic, but just couldn't quite get the right-hand hook shot to go. AJ Slaughter off the screen set by Salima. Now the three-point attempt, air ball. It's out of bounds. Croatia back in possession. Pretty good numbers, isn't it, from three-point range. 6 for 13 for Croatia, 6 for 15 for Poland. Certainly a lot better than their two-point shot. Great inside-outside penetration. And the three knocked down by Tony Katic. Croatia retake the lead. Drives and is fouled. Ponitka on his way up will head to the line and shoot 2. He's got 11.7 rebounds so far today for Mateusz Ponitka. For Lokomotiv Kuban in Russia is Ponitka. It's Darko Planinic. Planinic looking to try and go to work. Foul goes on Salima. Tough in those situations when you're trying to defend the big man. That puts Poland into the penalty. And Darko Planinic at the line. Shooting at over 70% from the stripe in qualifying. This is his 6th qualification game that he's played. Lead is 2 once again. Both sides pretty efficient from the stripe. Poland have had double the amount of goes though. Good penetration from Slaughter, who drives into the lane. Makes an easy 2. Slaughter up to 8. First 2-point shot today for AJ Slaughter. Planinic again, tries to throw it out to the corner. Filip Kruslin, he's so lethal. From the corner 3 is Filip Kruslin. That's his 3rd of the day. And Kruslin up to 16 points. That's where his money ball rack would be, wouldn't it? And Slaughter tries to respond with a 3 of his own. And that's exactly what AJ Slaughter does. his third three. And once again, we're back level, 51 points each. Nice little feint to get rid of Tony Katic. That was the three from Kruslin. Oh, he's still only 28 years of age. Darko Planinic, seemingly been around for years and years. Plays his trade at Stelmet Zilo Nagora. Nearly had it stolen away from the shot clock's down to 4. He helps it onto Slaughter and not on the same page. I think Sokolovsky thought that he was going to just throw up the jumper. Instead, tried to feed it into his teammate. Slaughter turns it over. Gets it to fall. Well, this is what Croatia did in the second quarter. They got within touching distance and then just allowed Croatia to pull away from them again. Poland actually have led by 4 in this quarter. They now trail by 4 again. The Slaughter nearly turns it over again. Gets it back. Slaughter, great penetration, drives into the lane. And even with big Darko Planinic behind him, still was able to make the layup. And Tony Katic. Another foul called on Salima. Looks pretty accomplished, doesn't he, from the stripe right now, Darko Planinic. Makes them both. Oh, now the steal. Well, we were watching the replay. We didn't exactly see what happened there, but Tony Katic managed to get the steal, put in the 2, and the 12th point from a turnover today. Croatia, as they look to try and reduce the deficit by 3, and they needed that. Sokolovsky knocking it down. Oh, how cheap a turnover is that from Croatia? Just paying Poland back for their mistake just a couple of seconds ago. So the lead is just 3. We've got just over 60 seconds to go in this third quarter. Here's Kozarek. Kozarek for back-to-back threes. Lukas Kozarek, 9 points, all 9 of them from beyond the arc. And just like that, we're all tied up again at 59 points each. 3-point shot off target They've got the pass down the floor if they can get it away, which they do. And the big two-hand slam from Michal Sokolowski. And Poland, after being 6 points down no more than a minute ago, find themselves in front again. And 8 seconds, 7 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Tony Katic throws one up from the foul line. Can't get it to go, and Poland can now just take their time with this last possession. Comes out, sets the screen. Paninic called on the foul. Timeout has been called.
Adams got the ball. Kosharik's going to be right here. This is going to be Socko. And in the corner, who's on the backside? Carroll's here. Now look, we're running zipper, 15 pop. Down screen, pop up, catch the ball. Right? They're probably going to foul you, so be smart. Listen, be smart. Step in, get to the corner, pick and pop. If they let you play, you got a wide open three over here. Yes.
Watch out if they switch, just pass to big man and uncut, okay? If nothing, with him.
Got
if they switch.
Look, if they jump switch,
If they jump switch, you just open up
give
and
go.
uncut.
Got it?
Match
Okay.
it open. If no,
Good
guys,
job.
you got
Here we go. Be smart.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
So Poland with a 2-point lead. We've got 3.9 seconds to go in this third quarter. This is the man they almost want shooting the threes. Knocked down his last two. As Kozarek. Perkovic picks up his second foul. Second to go, the three is on the way. Off balance, couldn't get it, but Poland will be pretty happy with that third quarter. They outscore them 29 points to 23, and they have the lead going into the final quarter, 61 points to 59. Yeah, there is your reminder once again. As I say, I'm sure you don't need it by now. I'm sure you've all got it, but just in case you don't, make sure that you download the FIBA Basketball World Cup official app. Guide you through the rest of the qualification campaign and the lead up to the World Cup and the World Cup itself as well. So we're back live now. Live pictures into the final quarter with Poland leading by 2 as Lamp steps back and makes the 2. His great game continues, 9.7 rebounds, 2 assists. The lead is 4 for Poland. That is the biggest lead they've had in the game. They've trailed by as many as 14. Brings down the rebound there. Of course, a defeat here for Croatia would eliminate them. They would stand no chance of qualifying if they were to lose this game. So it is a vital 9 minutes or so coming up for this Croatia side. And it would put Poland in a very strong position. Hungary would have to win tonight against Italy to stand any chance of securing a spot. If Hungary were to lose, then Italy and Poland would be the teams going through. Lamp has to shoot the 3 with the shot clock counting down. It was Forte. Oh, it's a beautiful pass from Peric. And now the right-hand jump hook. Can't get it to go, does well. Prevent going out of bounds. Sokolovski. Try and put this game out of sight early on. Air ball thrown by Vacinski. Shot the 3 well today. Vacinski's got 10 points overall. Croatia, you can still see desperately struggling from 2-point range. Just 12 of their 41 shots. That's really not good enough from them. Peric for 3, count it. Another 3 for Hrvoje Peric. It's just a 1-point game again. Poland just cannot shake this Croatia side off. Vacinski now has to go back to Lamp. Lamp feigns, passes it on. Called on the travel. They'll turn it over, and Croatia have an opportunity here to retake the lead again. There's been 9 lead changes in total. See those turnovers though, really hurting Poland. Over double the number of turnovers than their opponents. Grabs his own rebound, can't put it back. He's had about 5 goes at it, and he still can't get it to go. Good defense in the end from Poland. They've got a little lucky actually to get it back with Vacinski. Sure, he tried to throw up the alley-oop pass there, but it didn't work. And this time they have turned it over, did well. Not only to avoid going out of bounds, but find a red shirt. Here's Filip Kruslin. 18 points for Kruslin today. The shot clock's down to 4. Oh, he's had a torrid minute or so. Has Miro Bilan. Another one that he can't quite get to go, this time left-handed. Out to the corner, the 3 on the way, just too much on it. Peric, the man to bring down the rebounds. Perilous 1-point lead. Bilan will try again. Bilan is fouled. Just couldn't quite make the shot, but he will head to the line and shoot 2. Really knocked it down. Miro Bilan. And it's both from the line. Croatia back in front. Just a single point in it. 64 points to 63. As Bilan heads to the bench. Absolutely huge. 6 minutes or so coming up here. For potentially both of these sides, but especially for Croatia. Their World Cup chances hanging by a thread right now. Needed some help, Sokolovski, but needs to draw the foul. Foul goes on Peric, his third. Crowd can just hear them trying to find their voice, trying to spur their side on as the three goes up, the three goes down by Michal Sokolovski. He's up to 10. His first from the outside, and Poland retake the lead. Tenth three-pointer of the day from this Polish side. Drives to the baseline, turns it over, and now Waczynski can bring it forward for Poland. He's got Slaughter in support. Beautiful pass, spins, fouled, will shoot two. Goes on Mustapic. All of these free throws coming down the stretch becomes so important. You can only make one. And it stays at just a one-possession game. Still the biggest lead they've had is 4 points, Poland. Now Toni Katic. Katic steps back, shoots the two, can't get it to go, but offensive rebounds. Knocked out of bounds by Waczynski, so Croatia will keep it. So another 14 seconds here for the home side. It's Toni Katic. Katic steps back, just can't quite get the two to go. Big rebound by Sokolovski. And a chance for Poland to have their biggest lead of the ball game so far, with just under 5 minutes to go. AJ Slaughter. Slaughter, shot clock is down to 2. Slaughter steps back, shoots the 3. No good. Rebound by Mustapic, his 4th rebound of the game. Mustapic throws it out to the corner. This is where Kruslin just cannot miss. Filip Kruslin again from the corner. It's his 5th three-pointer. I think 4 of those 5 have come right from that position. And we're tied up again. Sokolovski. Now Ponitka. Ponitka draws the foul and will shoot two. Them both. Hedge back in front again. Tony Katic. Katic out to Kruslin. Surely not again, Kruslin. Oh, he's finally missed one. And now Ponitka can lead the fast break for Poland. Good defensive transition from Croatia, though. Just managed to halt the offense. Slaughter now. Slaughter throws up the teardrop. Gets it to fall. Croatia finish their campaign against Hungary. They travel to Hungary on Monday to play them. It's Lithuania against Italy and Poland hosting the Netherlands.
Slušaj. Ne možemo, oni su u bonusu. Ne možemo rješavati sa šutom. Strpljivo, ima vremena još. 3,5 minute, trebaju nam 2 obrane za redom. Ne možemo bez obrane se vratiti. High flat idemo, high flat sa Planinićem. Moraš ići s njim. Čuvaj svoju stranu, najavi mu stranu. Jasno, Daka? Pera, prvi napad. Hoću da imamo gaće za Tonija, ali tu ga nađi. Probi, Kruška, tu si u korner.
Aj probaj se reći malo više da ja probam napast ako hoćeš.
Okej? Gaće igra.
Ajde.
So just about 3 minutes to go. It's Poland who have that 4-point lead again. Oh, and the last touch was off Croatia and Mustapic, so Poland will get it back. And a chance to try and improve on that 4-point lead, which has been the biggest lead they've had all game. Slaughter. Slaughter again, steps back, shoots the two, too much on it. Offensive rebound though, great work by Lukas Kozarek. Poland just slowing the tempo down. 4 seconds left on the clock. Kozarek, oh, beautiful bounce pass. Oh, what about that though? Big block from Hrvoje Peric. That is superb from the Croatian number 2. So such a good bounce pass, wasn't it? Looked as though he was just going to throw it down with 2 hands, Sokolovski, but perfectly timed block from Hrvoje Peric, and a potentially crucial one at that. Bilan. Here's the foul. Bilan continues to be perfect from the stripe. Brings the lead back to just 2 once more. Now goes on Kruslin. Ponika's had a great game. 17 points now for Mateusz Ponika. 8 rebounds as well. Makes another. Just keeps them that 4-point lead. A 2-possession game, where you want to be. Peric. Oh, wow, they've turned it over. Oh, that really is criminal at this stage, and you can tell from the reaction. Let's have a look here. Well, it's Miro Bilan who's been called on the offensive foul. Peric. Foul goes against him. So here is the chance for Poland to finally have a lead bigger than 4. Just give themselves that little bit extra breathing space that they so desire. And that's exactly what they have. Well, Croatia right now are 1 minute and 47 seconds away from crashing out of the World Cup. Poland with a 6-point lead. Here is Bilan. He needs something. Filip Kruslin with another 3, just comes up short. And the rebound by Lukas Kozarek. And a good game as well, Kozarek. 3 for 4 from the field. Thought about the 3 there. Did Sokolovski, turned it down. Shot clock down to 4. Sokolovski, difficult shot. Still gets it to fall. The lead is 8. And it is going to require something very special. Drives. Oh, should have made the layup. Can't get it. The rebound brought down by Adam Hachaniuk. And surely Croatia's race is run. 8 points down with 40 seconds to go. AJ Slaughter now. Well, he's got the steal. Has Filip Kruslin. It's a 3 against 1 now for the time being, and so he still can't make the layup. And Peric slams the ball down in frustration. Unfortunate that they keep possession. Here's Bilan. Kruslin again for 3. Far away, but can't get it, and there's a look of dejection, a look of deflation around the Croatia side. The Polish bench are all up on their feet. It is a big road win for Poland. And they now have 1 foot on that plane to China in August. It's not absolutely guaranteed just yet. They will have to wait until the other matches to be played in Group J later on today. Italy taking on Hungary, and they know that if Italy can beat Hungary, then that will be that. Poland will be in the World Cup. They've done what they had to do. They've beaten Croatia 77 points to 69. Unfortunately for Croatia, that does mean that they can no longer qualify for the World Cup. It's such a shame because they miss so many of their players, of course, that play in the NBA. And with their big names back, then I'm sure they probably would be in China when the World Cup gets underway in August, but they're missing the likes of Bogdanovic and Saric, just to name a few. But Poland know just what a big win this is. It's a look of deflation on the faces of the Croatian team. They will still have to play their final match on Monday when they travel to Hungary. But Poland, all eyes will be on Italy against Hungary, which starts in about an hour and a half, for those of you that want to watch that. And if Italy beat Hungary, then that will be decided. It will be Italy and Poland that will go through to the World Cup. Croatia, certainly from two-point range, desperately struggled with their shot. Just 12 of 50 they made. That is just not going to get it done. They out-rebounded Croatia, did Poland, 45-36. And even though they turned the ball over plenty, Poland, 17 turnovers compared to just 9 for Croatia, in the end it did not matter. They still managed to run out winners by 8 points. The game leaders for today, well, Krustin was great. He had 21 points, Bilan with 8 rebounds. Ponitka led the way for Poland with 20, and Lamp had a great game all round. Marcinovic had 3 steals, Ponitka with a couple of big blocks. Hrvoje Peric, we saw that one right at the end of the game. But you can see what it means to this Polish side. They knew just how important the game was today. Ponitka, Slaughter, Sokolowski, they all delivered for Poland today. So it's over to you, Italy. Italy will secure a spot in the World Cup if they beat Hungary. They just need to win one of their remaining 2 games, do the Italians. And Poland, as I said, even though it's not absolutely guaranteed just yet, you would certainly have to say that they are heavy, heavy favourites now to be in China. Unfortunately for Croatia, they knew they had to win both of their games and also rely on other results. It was always going to be an uphill task, there's no doubt. And after such a positive start in that opening quarter especially, they just weren't quite able to go on, and Poland just got stronger and stronger as the game went on. And as we take a look at some of the highlights from today, well, Mike Taylor will be absolutely thrilled. So as I say, about an hour and a half you have to wait until tip-off in that Italy-Hungary game. There's also the Netherlands hosting Lithuania as well. That starts in about an hour and a quarter. The Netherlands can no longer qualify, and Lithuania already through. So there's still plenty more action to come from Group J today. But here it is all smiles for Poland. They have moved even closer to making sure they will be in China in August later this year. A big road win against Croatia. Unfortunately, Croatia now have no chance of qualifying. Great game here in Croatia, and make sure that you stick around for the other games in Group J later on today. It is finished here. Croatia 69, Poland 77.